Welcome to Recover Anew, a podcast about starting over, healing out loud, and becoming who you were always meant to be. I'm Maury, and in this episode, we're talking about something that comes up a lot in meetings, especially in Ask a Basket nights where people write down anonymous questions and the group pulls them out to answer. One of the most common questions I hear, why do I need a sponsor? Before we even get into why, let's talk about what a sponsor actually is. A sponsor is someone who's further along in their recovery, someone who's worked the steps and now helps guide others through them. They're not a therapist, not a guru. They're someone who gets it. They've walked through the fire and are willing to walk beside you while you find your way through. They offer insight, structure, accountability, and most importantly, perspective. Now, the short answer as to why you need a sponsor is simple. Because doing this alone is incredibly hard. You're stepping onto unfamiliar territory, and having someone who knows the way can make all the difference. But I want to go deeper. I want you to think about how you've moved through the world before recovery. Most of the defining moments in your life, especially in addiction, had some kind of sponsorship behind them. Someone who was there walking us through it. Your first time drinking. Probably a friend handing you a bottle. Your first time using. Someone showed you how. Told you what to expect. Even something like mushrooms, people practically line up to sponsor. They'll say, make sure you're in the right headspace, be around people you trust. They'll walk you through all the preparation. That's sponsorship. So when we step into recovery, we're not really doing anything new, we're just shifting direction. The same way someone sponsored you into your party life, someone can sponsor you out of it. Now I get it though, I really do. Most of us do not walk into 12-step meetings on a high note. We're not showing up because everything is great. We're showing up because something seems broke. Maybe it was our relationship. Maybe it was our health. Maybe our spirit. We walk in feeling damaged, ashamed, guarded, in survival mode. And when you're in that space, the last thing you want to do is open up to a stranger and ask for help. So you start thinking, maybe I'll just go through the steps on my own, quietly. Maybe I can fix this without anybody noticing. But that's not how this works anymore. You didn't spiral into this alone, and you're not going to climb out of it alone either. Getting a sponsor isn't about exposing all your wounds to someone right away. It's about being willing to, let someone in. Let them walk with you. Let them do some of the talking. Let them breathe some life into you when you're struggling to find your own voice. And if you think back, even before addiction, you probably didn't dive into the chaos all by yourself either. You had influence. You had examples. You had people who sponsored you into it, whether they meant to or not. So let recovery be no different. Eventually, you'll see sponsorship as not a hurdle, but as a lifeline. Someone who helps you understand not just the steps, but yourself. Someone who makes this whole thing feel less overwhelming and a little more human. And if you stick with it, you might just become that for somebody else. You might be the reason someone else keeps going. So thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being open to growth. And remember, you're not alone. You're not broken. You're just becoming. Let's recover anew.